entertaining.
To some people.
They hung up and didn't call back, so.
And we're back live.
Do I need to refresh the channel?
Yeah, you might have to.
Well, I cut up here a little bit. I have to disable the video. Oh no, we need a new channel altogether.
Here, that's the link.
Awesome.
But they've gotten better. Now they're actually directly reporting and flagging the video.
That was pretty fast, I suppose. I mean, before we had it to where it was wave after wave of trolls, and video never got reported. We were just blocking the trolls right away.
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna report you now. Like, if there was ever a truer moment to say this, then this is it. It's the cancer that's killing me. Like, you fucking squirts. I was back. I fought in the Great Habel Wars. You fucking niggers are just abusing the policy.
It's
Just
ridiculous. I
fucking
mean,
amateur
see,
hour.
yeah. Plus, you know, they're on it.
I'm more offended.
Yeah. It's not even offensive. You know, if they were actually managing to get some jimmies wrestled, I would get it.
Yeah, too bad they can't wrestle Jimmy.
But then again, to be fair, you know, trying to get my jimmies wrestled with sexual content is kind of impossible.
Yes, we get it. You're German.
It has nothing to do with being German.
Works lewd gamer.
Well, that too, yes. That has kind of something to do with it. I mean, at this point, I would probably have already, you know. I mean, when you talk about stuff like eye socket penetration on a regular basis, then yeah. Anyways, all right, guys.
Did you put a tweet out for the new stream yet, Shrek?
Yes, I did. Please give me a retweet if you can. To all watchers, I apologize. Oh, Shilling, yeah. Hey, Shilling. Basically, we had some idiots come in here with
I wouldn't even call them faggots, man. It's just...
I said idiots, not faggots. You know, hey, they don't qualify for faggot status.
Yeah, they don't suck enough dick to be faggots.
Pretty much.
Are you a fag enough to suck this much dick?
Nah, it's. I mean, come on. If you're gonna troll, be classy. You know, make it good, make it worthwhile. You know, if you.
Yeah, all they did was bring out the fucking eating shit, horse cocks, and.
No, horse cocks was me.
They brought the stupid shit.
It wasn't even what we were talking about. It was the avatar that got it flagged.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just cut that out in post-production. There you go.
Well, no. Actually, it immediately killed the hangout. Apparently,
They killed the stream and deleted the video. So
yeah.
Oh, so we're not streaming anymore?
no, we got another.
I
stream
restarted
running.
into the new stream, but I'm now officially shrinking the size of the avatars a little bit so that this isn't going to occur again. And it's sad because it makes it a little bit more difficult for, you know, to see who's currently talking, but I guess that's just going to have to be something we have to deal with.
A whole 2 minutes off the air. Oh, the humanity.
And my channel has gotten, you know, flagged. Ooh, big deal. Because obviously, you know, I have thousands and thousands of subscribers, and I care so much about having to potentially open a new YouTube account. Oh my god!
If you had thousands and thousands of subscribers, would you care, though?
No,
I don't think he'd care even then.
Yeah, I know. Actually,
well, until proven otherwise, I can't think it's that big a deal to
it's fucking
get them
stupid.
to release, to remove the strike and release the video to you for editing.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't even care. I don't really.
Well, yeah.
It's.
If it was an issue.
Yeah, that's the thing. It is literally not even worth the effort for me to do this. That's how little this impacted me. It is fucking silly. Axis, hey, welcome to the stream. As usual, there is the link to the Hangout in the bottom. If
I
you
think I think that's the problem here. You just have the Hangout link in the description box.
Yeah, no, they can get out anyways, because I don't even think that's how they got it. And honestly, it doesn't matter.
You know what though? I would pay money to see the look on that Nignogs guy when we actually started taking his joke way farther than he was prepared to take it himself. Poor little Nignog, never saw it coming.
But yeah, it's beautiful is you can always hear it in their voice that they're like 12, 14-year-old and think they're so fucking badass. Oh god.
I say poop in my own house. I'm badass, motherfucker.
Anyways, let's get back to what we were originally discussing. Were we still making fun of Oscon, or had we moved on?
I think
I think we covered a lot of that.
For
No, we were talking about suicide and the right of...
Oh yeah, another happy topic. Let's get back to that.
Yeah, so it's...
We
was-
kind of...
yeah.
We can move on to new topics. Anyone see Atlas Nodded stuff on Robert Rosario, this Puerto Rican?
What is this? Is some new kind of
Wait,
stuff?
is he finally able to talk on Twitter again, or do they still have the stupid gag order on him?
Gag order?
I've seen some stuff. I've seen some tweets from him recently.
He-
tweeted at
okay,
Oscon.
they dissolved. Okay, IDGA dissolved the Puerto Rico branch and made it to where, and he was saying, "Sorry guys, I can no longer talk in public about what went on." So I'm pretty
he
sure
wasn't
that means they put a
talking about
gag
that.
order on him
Well, that's kind of interesting. So what
about
did you
the
hear?
GamerGate thing.
What did you hear?
Well, Atlas Nodded just published an email. One of the open source developer things going on in Puerto Rico he was chairman for, and this transgendered woman tried to get him kicked out of it. Big old email campaign. She seems to still be doing stuff, even though he stepped down to keep the drama out of the group. So, big stuff. Let me see if I can find it.
Much appreciated. Hey, Mitsukat. Link is in the description if you wanna pay us a visit.
Maybe we should start, having viewers instead of participants. Yes, I am.
Hey, honestly, I don't care. In the end, if we got 10 watchers or 20 or 500.
You are right now violating the 12th rule of the internet. The amount of caring a person is doing is correlative to the amount of assertions that they don't care.
Oh.
Basically, the more you say you don't care, the more it means you care immensely.
Okay, I care immensely. Is that better?
I think tone of voice here is an indicator.
Hey, in the end, I'm just taking this.
Are you tone polishing him, sir?
I'm just taking this stream over for Robin. I personally, lately I've been way too busy, with a lot of stuff. Press fart. I don't like this guy.
He digs. I don't see much of his personal interactions with people. I just see the information he puts up.
And I linked his Twitter feed with his tweets and replies in the side chat as well.
I don't know where else to get this. I didn't go digging. I read that and said, okay, I'll keep that in mind. But it's pretty
Oh,
interesting
you wanna know
back
what's
and forth with
hilarious?
someone.
okay, he's blocked by OzCon, so he's actually allowed to talk about this because it doesn't have to do with why the IGDA Puerto Rico branch got shut down.
Mm-hmm.
So he can actually talk about this shit, and he can call him out on everything if he wants to.
Must be really frustrating.
Man, I can't imagine the guy. The guy seems to want to behave as professionally as possible, and it really seems to be biting him.
He wanted. You want to know what ended up causing the trouble? He said, "Hey guys, GamerGate actually has a point."
Of course.
That's what got him in trouble. That's why they went after him. It wasn't until, hey guys, we shouldn't be using this block bot. GamerGate actually does seem to have a point, that they decided to say, hey, guess what? We're shutting down the Puerto Rico branch.
Well, he was also in contention with several of the prized little wine babies, so... Now, there's one thing Anti is really good at, it's networking.
But it's just, at least it's something they can't say he can't talk, since it's not involved with why he can't talk about certain things, or not directly involved with it. He can actually say whatever the fuck he wants now.
Yeah, that is a nice effect here. And it's a great illustration of how these people work, so...
Or, more specifically, don't work. They're broken.
Modus operandi. And if anyone knows how to pronounce that properly, if I'm doing it wrong, feel free to say so.
It's Latin. Nobody knows how to pronounce it correctly anymore.
Yay! I'm gonna call it Modius Opera.
This reminds me of that one time that a guy came looking for work, and he was like, yeah, I filled out everything. I even got a turniturum tutum. You mean curriculum vitae? Yeah, that's what I said.
I mean, honestly, I feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, so we're gonna be seeing some juicy shit coming up in the Halloween days, you're saying, Shin?
I hope so.
Mostly, it looks like he's just calling out people that are calling out people at OzCon. He's been pointing out, hey, all these people are blocking me.
Yeah, but I don't think really they care.
He goes and says, let's see.
Honestly,
Wow, portraying Alapao as a victim of sexism is value-added journalism. Oh God, oh wow. Just looking through his Twitter feed right now, the past few days is actually pretty hilarious.
I'm gonna have to
I feel bad for the guy because he's gonna pay a big price for all of this. I mean,
he's already paid his price.
He's already paid his price, and he already had a job better than he had with the IGDA.
Fair enough, but still, you know, in the way, I guess having integrity is never easy. And I gotta give credit to this guy; he seems to be having it.
Yeah. Now, he's in Puerto Rico. He's stepped down. He's had the IGDA chapter closed. He's stepped down. He's already had it, and I think he's willing to just keep saying what he's going to say as long as he can.
Well, at least.
And what else are they going to do?
Pretty much.
He's got some high level. As far as I remember being told, he's got some decent high level job, a government job with the Puerto Rican government.
Ooh.
I don't know if it's really that easy to say it that way, because can it really be considered the Puerto Rican government if it's a U.S. territory still?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, they still have a territorial government. You know, they're not. You know, I don't know what you think's going on over there.
I have no idea what's going on over there, but they definitely have their own separate government stuff going on.
But they're still technically U.S. citizens.
Yeah,
US Constitution.
you should check out the Netherlands and the United Kingdom. That's far more messed up. Definite signs of the old British Empire stuff going on there.
He is not really happy with O'Reilly Media.
That is one thing I was going to just bring up is OzCon. There's a lot of Cena people, developers, people in tech companies all speaking up on the Blockbot. And some of these people sound like they really do work for companies that can stop buying O'Reilly products.
Oh, fun fact. Did you know that... Are we talking about O'Reilly, the one that puts out books?
Yes, yes.
O'Reilly
is theirs.
Actually made... O'Reilly actually is publishing a Dwarf Fortress guide. Made in paperback for your convenience.
Oh, gods.
Well, that's one product I won't be buying.
I can actually endorse it because it actually made a complete idiot like me capable of playing Dwarf Fortress. So it's definitely gonna work on you.
Yeah, but still, this is one of the moments where then I decided...
I have just earned my $5 paycheck for endorsement. Moving on.
No, see, this is the thing. That's where I wouldn't be buying their crap.
I don't think they could make a pornographic version of Dwarf Fortress specifically for my interests, and I'd still want to play it.
Want to bet?
Dwarf Fortress is the only game where adventure mode you can actually kill your enemy with your own hand that got cut off.
What the fuck?
Dwarf Fortress, baby. Dwarf Fortress.
I approve of this.
Yeah, I actually played a game once of adventure mode. Yeah, pussy, I know. And my character very early on in the game became a wereboar, and the amount of visceral description of this shit that's going on there. It's like dwarf bites the kobold bandits, bites the kobold bandits' groin. Dwarf mauls the kobold bandit's groin. Dwarf rips kobold bandit's groin and shoves it in his throat. Kobold bandit dies.
I don't know. I mean, I could never get really deep into Dwarf Fortress myself, but I do
Come on,
like.
man. You're like a developer. Can you get around the fucking command?
Sorry?
Can't you get around the commands? I mean, this is just like,
Oh no, it's not that. It's just
stuff.
I think you have some mic stuff coming again, Zoe.
No, I think that's on Matt's end.
No, that's
Matt?
it. There we go. It's not the commands or the that kind of stuff. That does not really bother me much. It's I'm a visual slut. I need some
Fair
eye
enough.
candy. I need some eye candy.
Nah, I can deal perfectly fine with text, as long as there's some kind of aesthetic.
I suppose.
Give me some buttons and user interface, and I'm good with text.
Well, you can always download a texture pack. There's actually a lot of really good ones.
Yes, ASCII texture packs are going to solve a graphics sluts
And then
problem.
there's also the matter of
No, they're
actually.
not ASCII, man. It's like look up some of the
Conversion.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's also the simple
It
matter
actually
of.
keeps the game graphics.
There's
What I'm
also the problem that the day does not have 48 hours, and I got shit to do. I'd rather focus on making the game than playing even more ones.
But yeah, no, I've seen some of the tile sets and graphic stuff they've had for roguelikes and Dwarf Fortress. They are pretty impressive, but you're not going to have someone who's not fond of the visual format be wowed by those either.
That's the thing. I don't really. I wouldn't consider myself that much of a snob, right? I mean, I do run on a fairly older machine. I don't play shit on the highest quality settings. I'm not like, oh, it has to have awesome graphics. If the game is good, then the game is good. And I'm not gonna shit on Dwarf Fortress. It is definitely extremely deep to levels that many other games can even dream about. But it just didn't capture me at the time, and that I did check it out, and maybe that'll change in the future. But for the moment, my focus is mostly on making assets, making models, that kind of stuff.
Dwarf Fortress is intricate, and one of the things about it is to get into it, you either have to do a lot of research, really just be willing to fell a lot on your own. It's not very approachable. So
this is true. Oh, hold on.
Jesus.
That sounds like an old school phone bell. I like it.
That was loud.
But yeah, Dwarf Fortress has its depth, but it's only going to attract certain people to play it. It's not a very broad, appealing game.
Ooh. Still nothing? Oh, not fair.
I have to admit, some of your mic noises sounds like you're living in a hamster habitat.
I can't do anything about it on my phone, and I'm lying in or on bed, so meh. If I go downstairs, Dad's watching football, which is soccer to you, because you're American.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I do want to point out that the term soccer came from you guys.
Did it really?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
Right, it was
British came up with it,
Well,
and then
I
they
would not be
abandoned it later to be contrary.
It's because the Americans adopted the term soccer.
Pretty much.
I don't know. It's a fun little conundrum. It's one of those America versus the world issues.
Mm-hmm. For sure, football's more like our rugby, really.
I have never seen anything rugby in action.
It pretty much is football with no pads.
I think my biggest exposure.
They get pretty fucked up on. Seriously, these people, the rugby players, they will go and get stitches on the side and then go back on the pitch and play.
Mm-hmm. I think my biggest exposure to rugby is through Andy Cap.
Who?
Old cartoon. Comic.
Oh God! It looks like State Farm did a Coneheads version of the khakis commercial. Jake from State Farm.
Yeah. I saw
They
that.
they did a Conehead version of that commercial, and it was just on TV.
Yeah, it's been out
Okay.
for a while.
Television commercials rarely enter my reality.
Well, no, I thought it was funny because they actually got Dan Aykroyd, and I can't remember the chick's name, who are the original Coneheads,
Yep.
Okay, color me impressed.
Jane McMerrick or something like that. I want to say her name is. I can't remember. She was also on 30 Rock from the Sun.
30 Rock
As
from the
the
Sun.
third rock
from the Sun. Sorry. Yeah, I'm very high.
Well, aren't you glad?
So, anyone have anything else on the topic of Gamergate?
Besides high rednecks.
Blackjack.
Topic of
It was Jane Curtin.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, Adam Sandler was in Coneheads?
Movie?
Can we stop talking obscure movies? Movies I think were born in the viewers.
Obscure movies?
Maybe if you live in Poland.
I'm pretty sure none of you know Sex Mission either. Thought so. No, it's not a porn.
Is this because Eastern Europe hasn't gotten Coneheads yet?
Actually, you guys would like this film. It was way ahead of its time because it was about two guys that volunteered to take part in a sort of a incubation experiment. They were supposed to be locked up for a week. They ended up being locked up for 100 years, where the entirety of human society has been driven underground because of nuclear winter, and it's also entirely comprised of women.
Oh.
And they have a nice little matriarchy going on.
Vyric actually went and brought up something about how apparently all the anti-GG people are joining Vice Media.
Oh yeah, that was something.
Well, maybe it's like the only place they can find a job anymore.
Well, what do you mean by all the anti-GG people? Are we talking about like Leigh Alexander?
Yep.
And,
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
And
I was...
quite a number of names. There was a Reddit post on it, and the link.
I really thought Leigh was
There we
down
go.
for the count.
Okay, where's the archive? What is the name of the archive bot here?
I'm pretty sure it would be on KIA still, so...
Yeah, I've got it. I'm
Where's
just trying to find the archive link.
What's
It's not quite that easy to get rid of Megaphone Chan.
Microphones.
Keep in mind, though, she was only a freelancer there.
SJW seemed to be turning on Jon Stewart.
Who?
Oh no, that's not gonna end well.
Jon Stewart. Why does that name sound familiar?
It does the Daily
right, the guy
Show
from the Daily Show. Yeah.
and he's taking over. Which one was it? The Late Show or the Tonight Show? I can't remember.
Wasn't he already on the Tonight Show?
No, it was Stephen Colbert that was taking over for Dave Letterman.
Where's Stewart going? He's going somewhere.
He's going.
I can't really remember.
He's leaving Comedy Central. Where's he going? Tell me, Google. Okay.
Google knows all.
So let's see here. Where are these people? Ah, yes. I don't know all their names. We got Kara Ellison, Leigh Alexander, Andy Kelly, Chris Schilling, Matt Lees, and Kiza McDonald.
Yeah, and that one bitch from McDonald's. So we got an all-star cast here.
Well, the community manager at OzCon is going on went on a Twitter rampage, blocking Rockstar devs Mark Kern and Christian Allen.
Oh yeah. Anybody who spoke up about the block got blocked.
Can somebody finally tell me what the fuck is OzCon?
Wait. Hulk Hogan is racist?
Oh, it's an open source programmers convention. Basically.
Oh, so it's
done by-
open source that none of you guys can attend. We're so fucking open source.
Yeah.
Living on the edge of an open source, man.
Archive IS is blocked in Finland. Sorry to hear that for our Finnish viewers, which I
Sorry,
doubt
Finland.
there's any.
You got fucked.
Need to get that link edited. Right.
Oh, that's hilarious. The reason why OzCon blocked seemed to block Christian Allen was because he asked why they're blocking developers on Twitter.
Nice.
Wow.
But yeah, let's see here. That little article there. That was it had some fun stuff in there. Which where is it? Fundamental. We're almost less interested in the games themselves, what they do when you press A. And more interested in the hows and whys surrounding their places and the lives and people who play them. A fundamental part of our approach is looking at what games bring to contemporary culture that other media doesn't, what they mean for storytelling, and how they're impacting on our social interactions. Like, okay, so you're starting up gaming news for non-gamers. What is wrong with you people? Seriously, this worked when we thought you were games reporters. We don't anymore.
That's gonna fail. More than likely.
Holy crap, Harper decided to go after Rosario at his workplace.
Chew?
Oh.
Really? Oh, link. I want the link to that one.
Oh, what a bitch.
I will link it in the side chat.
Well, that's
It
what
was
they
on
do.
the
They
second
try
page
to,
of AIA.
you know, they try to undermine your life, and somehow they have moral authority. I don't know.
Woohoo!
That's a Chew there?
The thing that I linked is the KIA thread that I brought it up about. Robert Rosario exposes how Randy Harper, who is going to talk at OzCon about anti-harassment, god damn it, I can't say that without trying. Sorry. Tried to harass him at his workplace.
Okay, yeah. That I know.
It's kind of funny, a lot of the big, critics of GG, seem to have a relatively shady history. Like, the people who are the loudest on Twitter, for some reason, all turn out to be serial harassers themselves.
There's several factors that can be at play there.
You know what? At least I can say I never did meth to stay up for 3 days, only to sit around and do absolutely nothing at work and continue to do shitty coding. And then bitch about it when I got fired.
Unlike Robert, the best coder we have.
Yoder the coder.
Yoder the coder.
But as to some of this behavior of these people, that was the most mechanical sound I've heard from Zoe yet. Her phone might be on vibrate.
Yep.
Or it could be another kind of vibrator. She did say she was in bed.
Nah, trust me, I know exactly. What that sounds like.
Let's see here. First off, there's either straight out denial of the effects they have in their lives, so it's a defense mechanism. I'm obviously not responsible for the shitty behavior in other people, even though my own shitty behavior drives it. And the other one is projection. They think everyone's like them, so they're involved in elaborate games of gotcha. And whoever comes out on top's the winner.
It's just, I don't know. I'm just, at this point, I'm not even surprised by anything anymore. And Sarge, get your faggy ass in here. Link is in the description.
I put time into understanding how people work, why they work. It's a big part of actually mitigating my Asperger's.
I don't know. I just go from the general assumption that most people are shit. Works well.
Yeah, I can't really argue with that. That is a easy boil down of much of it.
Pretty much.
But I do like to know why they behave the way they do. It gives me a good approach on how to deal with them. Again, I like to get them to demonstrate what they are, so that helps.
Ooh, and other news from 2 hours ago. Gawker to relaunch and rebrand this Monday, because that's going to work.
Seriously?
It's on
Did you guys catch?
Kotaku Nation.
Did you guys catch the woman who was subtweeting one of the meetings Nick Dinnan was leading?
No.
Oh, that was beautiful. What was her?
Do tell,
Yeah, she
please.
was. Well, I can't search for the Twitter while I'm talking about her, unfortunately. But she was talking. She was giving a description of what he was saying, how the statements he was contradicting himself with. He was yelling at people for not speaking up to him. It sounded like he was basically just gone kind of nuts, not knowing what to do in response to all the negative publicity.
But hey, you know, we're just completely irrelevant.
Guys, I swear it's not my fault. We're totally ethical. Everyone, get the sequel to the Hulk Hogan article out quick.
And I'm sure we can out some more people. Come on.
And at the end of the meeting, she tweeted out, and DM me for my resume.
Is it going to be a compilation of blog posts?
Oh.
You know, no, I'm gonna be brutally honest. In an actual, you know, decent kind of publication, having the CEO involved in the editorial process would be a problem. But, you know, that's like complaining because somebody dropped a turd into a septic tank.
Hey,
I mean, it's not really, I mean, that doesn't even factor in anymore.
he's not even really the president or CEO anymore, is he? He's one of the chair. He's on the the board, but he supposedly stepped down as the president and CEO, if I remember right.
Yeah, but that's irrelevant. I mean, the point is really, yes, you know, should the investors basically or the board interfere with the editorial process, right? And as I said, if this was a publication that had any semblance of ethical behavior, credibility, or really anything of value, then sure, that might be a problem. Not in this case, though.
Well, he was leading this meeting, so whatever his official position is, he's apparently able to call together emergency meetings at Gawker.
Well,
So,
I'm pretty sure it was more of the board that was kind of upset by this.
Supposedly there were a lot of people that wanted Biddle fired.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, he was basically being defended by one of their worst higher-ups.
Like, a couple of the board members are like, why do we still have Biddle working for us?
Although, one of the things that happened is one of their major editors quit, and in his quit, and in what he wrote, he said, I told them if they ever pulled anything I've edited or approved, I would quit. So this guy was probably...
So if they ever called me out on being a horrible person, I'm quitting situation?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I can, on the one side, I can kind of understand that sentiment if it came from anybody who, you know, gave a shit about the life of anybody but himself.
Or anyone who was actually an ethical journalist.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, that's like, I don't know, how does that go? Self-awareness, 0.
Yeah, well, it's any editor who's unwilling to have anything they've worked on be looked at by anyone in the company. It's pretty much you don't work here anymore moment.
Wow. Can I just point out this branding is awesome?
Gawker, oh. Gods.
Hey, whatever works. Know your target audience.
Okay, now I cannot remember anything that'll let me find this woman's Twitter.
Kind of sad, but what you gonna do?
Okay. What was it? Ty 2010 said that they don't want to lose all their shit. Even Milo runs stuff past legal. I went and said, in response, I went and said that Milo's third part of his little ballad of Randy Harper had typos and he needs he needs a new editor. But yeah, I was reading through it. I'm like, why? I'm like, why is he using "but" at the beginning of a sentence? It's a conjunction. You're not supposed to use conjunctions at the beginning of a sentence.
But
Why?
to be fair, Shin, we've made you kind of OCD about this.
And then to top it all off, he spelled Totillo wrong once.
Oh.
It was Totilio.
Good thing it wasn't
I
Titillo.
like that version.
Steven Titillo.
Steven Totilio. That works.
Can we make this a thing? Can anybody just refer to him as that from now on?
My preferred pronoun is Titilio.
Well, it's just what the last time he referred to Totillo by name, it said Totilio. Every other instance of Totillo in the article was spelled correctly. It was just the last little bit. I'm like, what the hell? Or wait, was it the Gawker thing?
My name is Steven Titillo, and I'm a boob.
I guess it was the Gawker thing.
Yeah, I suppose if I was forced to do anything on the other kin, a pair of breasts might work.
I mean, Gawker is kind of, I mean, it's a name.
I can't remember exactly what. Oh wait, damn it! I forget. It was one of his recent articles. I forget exactly which one, but Totillo was brought up a couple times in it, and it was he spelled it wrong once, and there were so many like things that I just want. Just want to say, God damn it! You're British. You keep on claiming to have better grammar than Americans. Prove it, you bastard!
Shen. Easy, boy. Easy.
Now I'm thinking of the offend GamerGate tag.
It is pretty hard to offend us.
Yes, but I think I found someone I need to put poorly edited articles up.
Shin's trigger has been discovered.
And unethical articles.
Poorly edited, unethical articles. Brilliant.
Make sure you put a comma in there between poorly
No.
edited and unethical.
No, there will be no commas.
You
No.
bastard! Poorly edited and unethical are two adjectives that are modifying article.
All right,
You
all
know
right,
what, dude?
all right.
I
I'll
think
put
you-
commas in.
Please don't
one
give Shin a
right in
stroke.
front of the
think
and, and one right after and.
You should not only not use a comma, also not use any spaces, and write it in all caps.
Please don't give Shen a stroke.
You know what? Well, you know what we should do? We should just start writing mock articles about why X is sexist. And just flood the internet with it.
They're already doing that, but if you want to help contribute,
Yeah, but I mean,
He
okay.
wants to be part of the cool clip.
they did air conditioning for God's sakes. How are you going to top air conditioning? Circuit boards?
Potatoes.
Potatoes. Yeah, that's not a bad one.
Actually, potatoes are one of those things that are good for everything.
Now, how would I say potatoes? I'd have to tie it into agriculture in Ireland. Yeah, could do that. Because obviously agricultural comes from the Western patriarchal society, right? Yep. Perfect.
Not like it was ever part of Mesopotamia or ancient Egypt.
Exactly. Let us
But-
also put appropriating African culture in there just to do that.
Just to fuck with people.
Yes, because it's not like all humans were originate from Africa or anything. Anyway,
The mute function
I forgot to
is
I forgot
sexist.
to get on Skype. How can I be sexist? Oh wait, GamerGate. Never mind.
I could keep going, I suppose. You know what? I can probably reduce down to oxygen and carbon dioxide
Ooh,
by
that's
somehow-
a good one.
calling plants sexist.
How about...
Yeah.
No, no.
It's you want to know what's sad? Plants have genders.
Of course.
Or rather, it's not that they really have genders. It's just that we attribute genders to them through how they like. There's
Oh, I can already see the article. How we misgender plants. Biology proven as sexist.
Ha ha ha! That's a good one.
How the cute lady down the street apples is a mass murderer.
Oh, this is a good one from the chat. Agriculture was appropriated from Africans.
well.
No more bread for you, sir. That's cultural appropriation.
Oh wait! I just want to say point out Egyptians aren't Africans now.
Took him long enough. So wait,
Yeah.
does that mean that Africa is appropriating Egyptian culture, or are Egyptians appropriating African culture?
Egyptians weren't always Persian or Middle Eastern looking.
No, that's what I'm saying. Does this mean that Africans are appropriating Egyptian culture, or are Egyptians appropriating African culture?
Shrek already brought up that
I
article.
really
sorry.
don't know.
Sorry?
Sarge,
That's actually why we're on the topic.
Sarge, get your ass in the stream already.
Yeah.
But
Damn it,
I think
got
there's
stuff
some
I
real
gotta do.
potential in plants and oxygen and carbon dioxide there. That would be a great one. But then it's not too far off from what they already do in the first place.
Which article, Sarge? The air conditioning one?
Air conditioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already covered that. The problem is, there's not much to cover there. The stupidity is so fucking mind-blowing, I don't even know what to say. And of course, to anybody watching the stream, you're more than welcome to join us in here. Link is in the description. That goes for
Well,
you,
there's-
Sarge.
Well, what was the article? What was the woman with the I don't want to be catcalled, I miss catcalling?
Oh, yeah.
Jessica Valin.
Yeah, I mean, basically,
Jessica Valenti.
they're destroying all meaning.
Insane cunt I have ever seen, and that's including Randy Harper, Anita Sarkeesian, and Zoe Quinn. Jessica Valenti is just fucking insane.
But really, these social science, feminist, academic stuff is.
But hey, it proves that it is not just men who have, a monopoly on insanity.
You know what? It's kind of like what Dr. Randemerkamp said. I've gained a whole new appreciation to religious zealots. Because very few of them will actually tell you to your face that they don't like you and do not want to associate with you based on the fact that you don't believe in their faith. And even if they do, they say it with a stern, stone-cold grimace of distaste instead of a shit-eating smirk and a giggle. Feminists are the only people that'll smile at you, make a friendly face, and then say that you are the scum of fucking society that doesn't even qualify as a human. These are literally the only people that'll do that.
Yeah.
Not even fucking
actually,
Scientologists do that.
But there's actually a point here that occurred to me recently, which is the hard sciences and academia are going to have to start stepping up to this because you know what? Their funding is going to go away.
Hello,
Yeah.
Ty2 2010. Welcome. You're gonna unmute yourself. It's at the top of the hangout.
But yeah, science.
Is that Pikachu with a honey badger crotch?
Yep.
No, it's not Pikachu. It's the character
Ling
that's
Ling.
a parody of Pikachu.
Yeah, it's Ling Ling.
Oh, even better, Ling Ling.
Ling
Drawn
Ling
together.
into battle, go! Sorry.
What?
I love Drawn Together, man. That show was awesome.
Oh gods. Okay.
The Octopus Schwa episode was hilarious.
Oh, is that one show that think it's clever because it's like, hey, what if fucking cartoons acted like real people?
No, it was like a cartoon reality show. It was hilarious.
Yep. Necrophilia for the win.
And there was like a, a retarded, perverted version of Superman called Captain Hero.
Mm.
SpongeBob analog.
Yeah, it was great.
SpongeBob can fuck right up, kinds of. I mean, when was SpongeBob actually entertaining?
When you were high as fuck, that's when.
Oh, that explains it.
Honestly, SpongeBob makes total sense if you factor in massive cellular loads of cocaine.
Interesting little bit. Randy Harper has always been like that. I had dealings with her back in the early 2000s.
Personally?
Oh, interesting.
How's this?
Yeah.
How's this movie a surprise?
Come on, please. You,
You
gotta
have
say it.
our sympathies.
No, you have our sympathies and undivided attention. Please
Yes, you have
let
our
the man speak.
undivided attention, sir. Please do go on.
Well, she invaded the tips and tricks and tech help and other such chats, and she got booted out several times for spamming them with links to FreeBSD.
Ugh.
And then somehow she got in with them, and they had new mods in the rooms and everything else, and then she ran the rooms there. And
Is it cynical to say she just sucked someone's dick or sent someone her nudes?
I was
Yeah,
just
something
about
like
to say,
that.
so whose dick do you have to suck to get that job?
To be perfectly honest, she seems like she's really great at figuring out how to get other people upset at things so it comes to her advantage.
Yeah, and she plays the victim and gets an army, and it was that way over at FreeBSD too, because I contributed a few things, and it was like, I don't know, it was like pitchforks and flames and go away. And
Well, in all fairness, pitchforks are kind of appropriate for FreeBSD.
Well, remember when the first stuff happened to where she went and said thanks for trying to report me at my own thanks for trying to report me to my boss, just so you know the emails all go through me. Around that time, a bunch of the people at FreeBSD were like, oh guys, just please ignore her, you're better off doing so. We all know how horrible she is a coder.
Actually, no. I actually kind of like that because I don't know. There's a sort of a sick perverse pleasure to just rub it in, just being a spoiled cunt of what she demands is just creamy for me. Like, oh, you want this, and you're being a fucking bitch about it? Well, how about you don't get it?
Dude, I don't even need to go onto her attitude, All we gotta look at is her code.
Well, I'm not a coder,
Wait,
so
you
all I
mean
got
all the best coders don't include phrases like sheeple in their code? I mean, no.
mine do.
That's a lie.
Mine have every word in the book in them. They basically look like what's his name's list of things you can't say on TV.
George
George
Carlin.
Yeah.
But chances are they actually work better than the crap she produces.
Oh yeah. You gotta do the replace before you send it off.
I don't even want to know some of the crow. Oh God. And the sad thing is, I'm pretty sure there's still some software floating around that has some really nasty shit in it that I just forgot.
Well, once it's compiled, but yeah, if they get the source code out.
No, the only thing I know about office coding is this one comic strip I saw a few years ago. There was a bunch of guys doing office jousting, and a boss comes in and is like, "What are you guys doing?" Compiling. Oh, carry on.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, now it takes like a half a second. Huh.
Good old days. Good old days.
Yeah,
I
then you
might
had to
have to
record it on
drop out of
tape.
the hangout for a bit. I got something to take care of, and yeah.
Interesting thing, I also knew Sarah Butts back then.
Oh, what was she like? Because
Again, you have our sympathies, and I hope you
Yeah.
kept the dog away from SRH.
I'm actually interested in knowing a bit about Sarah Butts, because the only direct interaction I had with her is when she actually came in to redeem a nomination for a game. I actually even remember what I gave her. It was a passcode for the first ever.
You muted yourself again.
Because she added me to and followed me to get so I could get the code.
Passcode to what? You're cutting out.
I think the only reason why she didn't block
Dude,
me on
we
Twitter
didn't hear
is because I
you.
gave her a game.
You muted yourself.
You muted yourself right before you said the game title.
The only reason, yeah. After that, I said that the only reason, and she
What's the
probably
title?
blocked me is because I gave her that code. At least that's
What
my.
code to what?
I
What is
got
the code?
into several arguments with her on Twitter after that because I'm an idiot.
Am I being trolled?
What game? What game?
the first humble indie bundle?
Oh, okay.
Yes, that was the. Thank you for giving us this information.
Yes, it was very vital. I can see why you were so hard pressed over not getting it.
Yeah, well, it's like when I attended, and all the people there, you wouldn't believe it. They were all. But I gave them this code, and it turned out to be. So yeah, I get what you mean.
No, on all seriousness, like, I can understand why that person needs to make themselves into a spectacle. Because I've seen school children that can code better than this.
Well, she crowds everything that she submitted back then. She crowdsourced. She had like a gang of followers there that was following her around in the BSD forums, and
Now do this for me, peasant.
No.
Basically, what we could contrive from what we can perceive from this information that you're giving us, and from the 3-part Milo article, is that she is such a bad coder that she tends to have other people do the work for her.
yes.
Let me put it like this: she sounds like somebody who crowdsources passwords.
Probably. I know she did for code because, my God, she put up some atrocious.
I called you in to this very important meeting today because we need to set up a password for our BBS.
I don't think she was around during the BBS times.
Yeah,
I was.
Isn't that like fucking basic information? I mean,
Back in the days, you actually needed some skill.
I never actually even used a BBS, and even I know what a BBS is.
No, she had no skill.
No skill.
No skill. She'd paste something. It was like from a. I don't know. It's like she cut and pasted a whole bunch of stuff from other places, and then slapped it together and said, "Well, this doesn't work. What's wrong?" And then she'd get a whole bunch of suggestions, and she just keep pasting them in until she got something that worked.
So basically, like Dr. Frankenstein, just
Yeah.
stitching code together, see if it works. It's
Yep.
alive.
This reminds me of my days of trying to learn C++.
This reminds me of the days when I was told to learn to Pascal. I opened it up, blinked a few times, and then I turned it off.
Yeah, the difference is you didn't call yourself Pascal, dude.
Oh God, I love Pascal. It was better than BASIC. Let me tell you that.
You know
Yeah,
what you know what I started on? CPM Plus.
Never even heard of it.
I
What
don't
the
even-
fuck is wrong with you people?
I know the name, but I know the name of Pascal. Never looked at either of them, so there we go.
Oh god, fucking plebs.
Yeah,
Very
I was
much
on-
so. I'm
Are
kind
you-
of
are you-
happy.
Are you really having a grudge against the cook for not knowing some obscure coding language?
It's not obscure! Back then, you know...
I just make the sandwiches, okay? Stop screaming at the janitor, sir.
I even programmed on PET and C64 and everything, and Apple, and yeah, I never heard of that.
Seriously?
Seriously.
I'll link you. And no, it's not the Communist Party of India.
My experience with C++ kind of turned me into. I'm not sure I want to touch programming.
I went into C. I looked at C++. I said, no way in hell. And Visual Basic, oh yeah.
Yeah, Visual Basic was much better at showing me the errors that were going to take me 10 hours to debug.
Oh yeah, and it wouldn't crash your computer either. It was like bulletproof. Usually I can crash about anything. I never had Visual Basic lock up.
But now I'm,
digital. That's why.
I remember
Oh,
the C++ issue. Making the simplest little program. Gods, what do you call it? Function? I don't even remember the terms. It's been so long. But I wrote something to call. I misnamed it then, and then I misspelled it the 3 times I called it differently. The error messages were incredible. I followed them back, fixed the misspelling after about 2 hours each on the error messages, and then went back to the source and found out I'd misnamed that. I don't know how I fixed the error messages.
Well, there's, you know, sometimes you have errors that cumulatively fix themselves.
But yes, it should have been impossible to fix the problems because I wasn't making them match up.
You know, the funny thing is, in the world of computers, there are sometimes things that cannot be explained. Okay? It just...
Actually, there was a good post on that yesterday. It said you have something with like 90 errors and you upload a patch to
99
fix
bugs in the
5 of
code,
them, and then you
99
have
bugs.
127 when you're done.
Take one down, patch it around, 137 little bugs in the code. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, the thing is, I'm not a coder. I'm never gonna claim to be a coder, right? I'm a man with...
Hey, I looked into interactive fiction when I found out about Inform 7.
That's really... I do stuff with vertices, for the most part.
And the reason I learned about Inform 7? Flexible survival. Seriously,
That means
though,
it keeps running and pumping out bad data.
well, the trick is since it was in progress and they had everything on GitHub, if there was something I couldn't figure out how to do, the easy readability of Inform meant that the source code itself was kind of like a walkthrough.
Oh, that's what I loved about Visual Basic. I mean, it would highlight the exact line number and bring up your source code and stuff when you run it, if it did anything. And
well, this was, you know, a game. This was full-on text adventure stuff. You're standing there going, all right, I need to use X on Y, and none of the words I have are working. Just kind of sitting there going, what is it? So fire up the GitHub, pull up the source, and since it's so readable, I was able to find out what the person wrote. It's like, that's how that works. Thank you, walkthrough.
Yeah. That reminds me of Basic, though. With anything you program, you basically just put it out on the old daisy wheel printer. Run off your big ribbon sheet. That way when it said error at line number whatever, you could page to it. There's no way you could bring it up on the computer.
Oh gods, yeah. Well, I had an unfortunate run-in with BASIC in '99. Instructor decided that for some reason companies were looking for BASIC programming in that year, and it was
That
kind of
was
mind-blowing.
very odd.
Well, they probably got excited because Microsoft finally completely fixed its BASIC with 5.
Quote unquote.
I don't
fixed.
know. As far as I know, the guy had a 10-year-old survey that he was doing everything off of, so...
Oh, wow. My God, that probably goes back to integer BASIC or BASIC on Apple.
I have no idea. It was... The guy thought his duty as the last 3 classes in the degree was to make sure I'd learned the previous classes. I failed his class. Well, I knew everything, it's just... I am horrible about doing work when it makes no sense to me.
Oh, I know that.
I'm not
feeling.
here to learn this from you. So, teach me your stuff, not the stuff I'm supposed to know beforehand. I'll prove if I know it or not by finishing your course, not by you testing me on the knowledge itself.
Uh,
But no, I dropped out and joined the Marine Corps after that because I realized I had some serious issues with being able to get work done. The moment I felt like, the moment my interest level dropped.
Yep, that's a lot of geeks and nerds I know have that problem. That is why I generally throw myself into, projects that I would not normally think I can complete, and then I finish them anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. Although, I have kind of a fatigue joint issue lately for a while, and so it's pretty much either I do it in a flurry of activity or nothing happens.
Oh God, you're too much like me.
Well, I used to be able to do better. I mean, I can't even run role-playing games anymore thanks to a bit of a chronic fatigue pain thing.
What kind of role-playing game?
And is it... the thing I ran the most was Rifts by Palladium Books.
We currently got a D&D going.
Nice. It's been a long...
And
way too long.
Vampire the Masquerade.
Yep.
D&D 4th edition.
Actually, I was planning something like that for a completely flexible thing where you get to make your own rolls and just paste in your own graphics for, I was going to do that in Visual Basic. You wouldn't have to have any kind of over-the-moon video or anything like that.
Well, I know there's for online there's Roll D20, but I really like Fantasy Grounds myself. A very good tabletop simulator, and it does take care of, I imagine Roll D20 does, but it takes care of a lot of the back end for you once it has the rule set.
Yeah.
For the most part, we use Roll20.
Although what I'd love to play is Savage Worlds. I've gotten tired of the combat in a lot of games. It takes too long. I'm there for the role-playing, not for half session of role-playing, half session of 2 combat sessions.
So, any of you guys do any, web-based coding?
I took Java, but my God, I could not stand it.
Fair enough.
JavaScript, it's a horrible, ugly thing that should never have existed.
If
Yeah,
I did
it's hard.
web coding, it would take me probably, 20 times longer than anyone who knows what they're doing,
Fair
and the result would be a mess because I'd be learning everything as I went along.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. No, I'm just desperately looking for people to help out with Upgaming Forward. I really want to get that going again. Made a lot of people happy.
Now, if it was really developing text adventures, I could probably learn some basic Java along the way.
I think it's mostly going to end up being PHP and databases.
And that's basically all the game is. Rendering a database. All your rules. And loading your graphic
And
user.
back again.
Welcome back, Shin. So let's see, have we managed to bore everybody out of the chat? No, there's still 11 people watching us. Jesus, what is wrong with you people?
Well, in fairness, I think 5 of it. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, 6 of those are probably us.
No, I'm not watching the video.
I am on it myself at the moment.
I got better shit to do than watch you losers.
Fair enough.
Oh,
yeah,
and something
I'm
else.
doing other shit too. I just have it open so I can check the chat every now and then.
Same here. Pretty much.
There's another
that
thing.
is the auto recommendation on my chat is fun. Airplay and ponies.
Remember that one pony video you clicked 3 years ago by mistake? YouTube sure hasn't.
So,
That is perfect. You can make videos out of that.
I guess that they're trying to go and suggest MLP AirPlay to you.
Oh yeah.
Is ICP going to be there too?
Well, to be fair, I would rather spend a night with the SCP than Randy Harper.
Oh, speaking of Randy Harper,
yeah, in all honesty, I'd rather fuck a Randy Harper.
you know how Randy Harper had that big run-in with Anne Rice?
Yep.
Oh god, yep.
That wasn't the first time. They got into it back in early 2000s. Except for back then, Anne Rice was as batshit loony as maybe a little bit loonier than she was. So
Beautiful.
Yeah, I brought up OzCon, Sarge.
Yeah, so basically, how is it fucking possible nobody's noticing this shit?
they do. I think that's why Randy Harper's had such a varied employment history and whatnot.
Albert Donato. Ironically, I'm listening to you guys while writing code. But no, one of the reasons people don't catch this stuff is the identity politics, the feminist academia, the social justice crap. It is kind of distilled through evolution to just short-circuit people's mental thought processes.
What I think is beautiful is, all this
I don't know.
explains so well.
But I don't know. From where I'm sitting, Randy Harper is doing pretty fucking okay.
No, you don't
Getting all the
understand.
money, she keeps getting exposure, and via that, she keeps getting more pity dollars.
Yeah, that's
how long?
because people don't notice this stuff.
For how long? That's the question.
Long enough. One day is too much. One day too much.
And you gotta
Well, there's
also
the
remember,
network
she
stuff
still has a
going
ton. Doesn't she still have a ton of money she owes the taxman?
Beats me. She could, given the way she
See-
operates, I wouldn't be surprised if she's going to assume she knows better than the IRS and get screwed over by it.
I'm pretty sure the IRS is going to want a nice piece of that Patreon money as well.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if she ran as for vice president with Hillary. I mean,
But then again, we already know that didn't she dox the IRS agent that was trying to get a
It
hold
was a
of her?
collections agent.
bill collector.
Collection. Oh, bill collector.
Yeah, but
Never
that's
mind.
totally not harassment. You understand? See, that's the thing. The more I hear, the more it totally explains to me this aversion these people have to merit.
Oh, yeah, she doxed people before too, but again, that wasn't her personally doing it. She would just broadcast it out to her horde, and someone would find it for her and then send it on to her. She'd just say, "Get this person. I need stuff on there. Who is this? Oh, burn her ass."
I just don't get why. Why people would fall for this.
I don't know. It just reminded me of the movie. Remember, you ever see the movie Mean Girls?
No.
Yes.
Well,
People fall for something? That's easy. People are stupid.
yeah, but anyway, she was like the leader of the Mean Girls. So
It has a lot to do it has a lot to do with what is
I'd like
it's a
to
reflection
say
of themselves.
a verb that I probably can't on the air because would just come dig it up and say like, oh, GG wants to do blah blah to poor Randy. Let's give her more fucking.
Well, actually, I have a comparison here. The kind of situations where, say a family, they have a niece. She's been abused and raped by her living boyfriend. Okay, and the family won't hear of it. They side with the boyfriend all the time. Now, even as it gets more obvious and the evidence becomes more irrefutable, they stick to what they've already said. But in a lot of cases, the reason isn't because they're abusive people. It's because they have to acknowledge they were letting it happen and telling this person that they love that they didn't believe them on something so traumatizing and damaging. And it's kind of the same thing. People get caught up in something, and to admit you're wrong, you have to admit you have done a lot of damage. And most people just aren't going to do that.
It is.
So, yeah.
Oh God, I know how I know what part of the racist thing against Hulk Hogan, the whole racist thing with Hulk Hogan is. Gawker's trying to use it as smokescreen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A Gawker article. Hulk Hogan caused black people. Damn it.
Niggers.
Yes, that. And leaked transcript report. Sorry, I've programmed myself never to say that word. You try being a black guy in the ghetto.
Shin, you are about the whitest
Or
motherfucker.
not a black guy, a white guy in the ghetto. You try being a white guy in the ghetto. There.
Well,
I'm a white guy in the
maybe
ghetto.
you should get your ass out of the ghetto then.
No, I don't live in the ghetto anymore, but...
I mean, you're a feminine voiced anime fan. They're gonna fucking rape you anyway.
Hey, a lot of my friends, when I was living there, actually liked anime.
Watched Hellsing, I'll have you know.
Hellsing,
Yeah,
yeah, I can see Hellsing.
My boys here drop by for new episodes of Naruto right before they go cap the Crips.
But yeah, I being that I was white and I spent quite a bit of time in the South and then also living in the ghetto for a while. Yeah, I learned not to say that word.
You can say it here. There's no black guys.
What word? Oh, yeah. I know the word. And I shall say it in the form of a joke. What do you say to the TV floating in the dark?
Nigger.
Drop it, nigger.
Ah!
I was half right.
Well, 50% is the 50%.
Without any reason to censor my speech, I have this profound habit of talking like people I'm around. So, there are points where I'm glad I'm not friends with certain people.
You know, on the topic of the Hulk Hogan debacle going on right now.
Holy shit,
actually,
you finally made it in here.
I've been lurking for a sec. I'm eating some food, so I don't want to have the noise go through the microphone. Did they actually provide an audio clip of him when he supposedly was saying, I don't want my daughter effing the niggers or whatever it is that he said? Because all I've seen is, quote, transcripts provided by Gawker, and I don't necessarily trust Gawker's most reliable source considering what went down last week.
It's a smokescreen trying to cast an air of doubt on Hulk Hogan, who is trying to sue their asses.
I mean, I wouldn't pull it past him to try and use this as a way to mitigate his lawsuit. But I'm saying that is there actually any audio proof of what he said that's been revealed?
I have no clue. Gawker's article only says transcripts, as you said.
I haven't
And
found
I didn't
any.
look at the Gawker article myself. I just saw it on my like one of my friends shared it on Facebook. So
Of course, what kind of brain genius decided this was the thing they should do?
but
Oh,
it's
we
obviously a
released a
smoke
sex
screen.
tape.
because-
We released this. Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with you. You have a. I think you're right. But I just want to know how they got to the point where, hey, if we say if we said he didn't want his daughter sleeping with niggers, it will help us. How?
That recording is from his girlfriend from like 5 years ago. And it was a personal conversation.
Wouldn't that be illegal? No, wait. This is the United States.
Welcome, Hulkamaniacs. I would like to just make this clear that
The legality of that depends on the state, Shrek.
You know, I don't think they have a problem releasing personal conversations and stuff, considering they release personal sex tapes.
Yeah.
And then refuse to take it
Call it
down
a
even if they get a court order.
I just had a thought, actually.
Celebrity pictures.
Doesn't them releasing private conversations of him just add to the lawsuit of them releasing shit that they shouldn't have without his permission?
Depends on the state law. There's about somewhere around half the states have two or all party consent, and the rest have one party consent. So, depending on the state, she can release it legally, or she needs his permission to release it, and so that's going to be up in the air.
Interesting. Over here, it's like that. If I don't inform you that you're being recorded, regardless of whether I get your consent afterwards or not, it's already legal.
Mm-hmm. That does count as informed. I'm pretty sure across the U.S., when someone says they could be recording, then they've essentially given their consent that it's
And
going.
to top it off, who the fuck records their day-to-day conversations like that?
That was my question.
Celebrity.
Well, if it was him talking to his girlfriend, it's obviously someone else that recorded it and not him.
You're forgetting the narcissistic celebrity-involved personalities here. You know, someone, I'm Hulk Hogan's girlfriend. Kind of a nasty person. Well, if I record this stuff, I have dirt on him later.
That's sort of what I'm saying. It would have had to have been her and not him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think he's pretty full of himself, but I don't think he's that full of himself.
He could have went full Nixon. You never know.
Hey,
burn the right tapes.
Let me warn you as a German.
Any wrestler.
Let me warn you as a German. It is never wise to document your own misdeeds too well.
Oh, snap.
And then let's just be honest here. Name one big celebrity who hasn't said that word.
Pope Francis.
Bill Cosby?
Stephen Hawking.
I'm pretty sure Bill Cosby said it. He did a stand-up routine where there.
Mr. Rogers.
You know, speaking of Bill Cosby,
Mr. Rogers.
did you guys see Eminem who released this little freestyle rap and talk about Bill Cosby and also Caitlyn Jenner?
Oh God.
Let's just say that there was a massive division of people who were celebrating and hating him for it.
So the usual reaction to something Eminem raps about.
Dude needs to shut the fuck up. He's got enough dirt on himself.
Oh, and another thing, I think.
Let's
Gawker
just
has,
say, let me just put it like this: Eminem has something in common with the SRH butts.
Eminem is not as fucking batshit insane as SRH Buzz.
They both have a penis?
Have you ever heard some of Eminem's songs? If someone were to find proof that find evidence that those songs were that some of the shit said on those songs were real, then yeah.
In jail?
I mean, just the stuff about his. Let's see, the stuff he said about his mom, the stuff he said about his ex-wife. I mean, damn, that guy be up the river.
You ever hear some of the really old stuff where ICP was trolling them all the time?
I don't really.
Do tell.
Yeah, they were both from Detroit, and they didn't like each other. They had all kinds of audio clips from phone calls where they'd troll them and all kinds of shit.
I find that amusing.
Yeah, it was.
So now my question now you brought up ICP is, do you know how magnets work?
I have a feeling there's an inside joke to this involved.
Oh, you don't know. So ICP is very infamous for asking to end with their song, "Magnets, bitch, how do they work?" or something to that effect. And then the follow-up lyrics is, "I don't trust the scientists. Y'all motherfuckers be lying to me and shit."
Yeah, nigga, cause you all know about all the stuff about them science and shit.
So what you're trying to tell us is ICP is full of SJWs?
Went on.
No, they actually come out as Christian recently.
The only thing I can
Gender
think of
studies.
as ICP is they're basically what happens when you get a bunch of really trashy folk that don't know what the hell's going on in the world, and then you make them into a rap group and paint makeup on their face.
And let them go on to WWF for a while.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that was WCW.
No, it's WWF. It was before WCW went out in a blazing glory and got bought up by WWF, and then WWF switched to WWE.
Am I the only one that's actually really seeing a character based off of Randy Harper in the WWF?
Oh my.
They've had some pretty ridiculous heels.
Oh my god, that would be genius. Problem glasses, rainbow hair.
Yeah, a big fucking walrus with.
Actually, hold on. I think we actually saw the making of that in this picture here. Hey, hold on.
I was thinking more Georgie Animal when she ran out of meth.
No. I think we already found the wrestler you're talking about. Here's the picture.
I just hope it's not Vader. Oh god, not that again. Shrek, what the hell?
Let's see here.
Oh, so you guys remember how people have said, oh, how about those GamerGate meetups with only 4 people? We'd like to, Shrek would like to share with you a supposed GamerGazi meetup.
Ugh. That's fucking terrifying, mate.
As I always say, there's a fun game you can play with this picture. Compare the amount of necks with the amount of chins.
Would you like to share the picture with the chat?
That's always a pain. Let me see if I can pull that off.
Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
I can just screen share it real quick.
Yeah, that would work.
Alright, let's just do that. Hang on.
Oh wait, no, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to actually. Let's see.
Okay, so if I talk real quick,
I'm gonna have to
I should
enable
be
that.
having the screen be dominant. I don't know, is it not showing the...
Give me a second, I need to turn that on. There we go. Hold on, let me click on you. There we go. That's the GamerGazi picture. Now let me make that a little bit bigger.
Hey, wanna play an even better game? Spot the Minority.
Well, that guy might be a little bit Latino.
They're all minorities. They're all a bunch of elves with different colored hair that are clearly not
Oh,
human.
have you heard? I'm actually a Slavican.
No, you're an Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah, but Slav exist. Remember, I'm an Anglo-Saxon. I'm a fucking Slavican trapped in an Anglo-Saxon body.
Gotcha.
Yes, he's Anglo-Saxon and identifies as Slavic. That's what he was trying to say. Sure.
How's all that white guild going for you?
But that picture reminds me of the whole, whatever the hell that con was. But these San Francisco people, this
The P-ball
game is
pit?
white. Near as I can tell, what they're looking at is everyone around them and not the rest of the world. Look at all this problem we have with all these white people here. No, that's where you are. You
I don't know about them, but I grew up
idiots.
I have a problem
shit,
with rednecks. Not white
Ashcon,
people.
is that what you was talking
Well,
about?
actually, no. I can totally see that. In the sense that, oh my god, look at all these racist thoughts I'm having. Other people must be having them too.
Mm-hmm. Projection. Big time.
Well, rednecks aren't too
What was
bad once
the
you get
big-
used to them.
The con where Schaefer did his not your shield joke.
Well,
Whatever
I've
that
lived
was.
here my entire life. You'd think I'd be used to them by now.
Rednecks? If you're not somehow connected to the culture, I don't think too many people get used to rednecks.
I learned to just let them be them.
I don't know.
No,
I once found a car in my backyard too, when I was mowing the lawn. I can sympathize.
Hey, there's plenty of that in Bratislava.
And we
Although
also
if
know,
they're-
Shrek, your country has a history of racism and white supremacy.
Although if they're honest people, they're pretty accepting of other.
As they
other
say,
videos
we
as
didn't
well.
invent racism, but we turned it into an art form.
Ha!
Hey, who was the greatest Jewish cook of all times?
I think Simon has to field that one.
Give me the punchline.
Hitler.
Hitler was supposedly 1/8 Jewish.
He was
You
also the
Nazi or Nazi
greatest
Jews.
Jewish cook of all times. He certainly cooked a lot of Jews.
Yeah, then it wouldn't be a Jewish cook.
I guess you could say he was good at cooking Jewish things.
Yeah, he was like the McDonald's of cooking shoes.
Look, if you're gonna present an anti-Semitic joke, you gotta do it properly, like something along it. So, how many Jews were in the German Olympics while Hitler was in power?
I don't know.
2 on the team, 3,000 on the ash track.
I got a better one for you. What does a Jew say to another Jew when they get into a fight under the showers and one of them starts throwing soap at the other one?
I don't know.
Hey, don't bring your mother into this.
I like that one.
That's a good one, yeah.
So someone was asking about Tim Schafer or which convention he was at.
Yeah,
GDC.
I got a better
GDC.
question. Who the fuck still cares?
The sock puppet thing was at one of those Game Awards shows.
Yeah, I was at GDC.
Hey,
Yeah,
Toast,
GDC.
come on in. Links in the description.
But that was pretty much the love. That GDC, it was like, look at all the white people here. Gaming has a white person problem. It's like, no.
You
Go
have a white
outside
person problem.
California, you idiots.
California
Yeah,
is 90%
I'm
white.
pretty sure they're called minorities for a reason.
Yeah, there's definitely that. The Caucasian population is still something like 73% of the country, so.
How dare you not be black? You fucking white nigger.
Although, I did run into Utterly Insane. I don't know if they were genuine or a troll, but they had a fairly long Twitter history and genial interactions with people. But Breitbart wrote an article about the homophobic laws in the Indian nations in the U.S. And I made a joke that I don't think I want to enter the cut scalp politics of the Cherokee Nation.
Really, the Cherokee didn't scalp people. That
Who
was
cares?
the ones
It's a good joke.
that was the tribes that the French. It was the French that taught the Canadian tribes that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, does that make you just angry enough that you want to sue?
Oh,
Oh God!
Now you're bringing the Lakota into this. Come on.
Shin, you've been out-shinned officially.
This is what I get for being about 1/4 Cherokee. Great, just great.
Why do you even care? You're 1/4 Cherokee.
It gets you money in the U.S.
You're just fucking white. Just live with that.
16th Blackfeet
I
here.
haven't got any money for being Cherokee.
It's like I'm 1/250th Irish. Well, guess what? It means you're not fucking Irish.
I'm 1/3 some sort of fucking Native American.
At 1/4, he's legally Cherokee if he's.
I'm just under a fourth.
Maybe you Americans can somehow explain this to me. What is this fucking heritage craze? It's like I see pictures of black guys in fucking kilts because they're 150 and fucking Scottish. You're not fucking Scottish, darky. Oh,
because if
I'm
you
not
can
a black man in a kilt.
if you minority,
Hold on. I can explain that.
affirmative action sort of things benefiting you, and you also get a lot of free bonuses.
Nah, it has nothing to do with that. It has to. It's quite simple. When you don't have a culture of your own, you desperately try to identify with one.
What else am I going to take pride in, Simon? Being German?
Works for me.
I take pride in being. I used to take pride in being a gamer, but then all of a sudden we all died.
But I have problems with people enjoying other cultures.
Right, so-
When there's a tenuous.
So if you are 1/8 a minority and 1/8 a German, does that mean that you have to pay war reparations to yourself?
That would be deliciously ironic, actually.
Here's your benefits for 1/8 Cherokee, and please cash in your German tax.
There is a
Don't
workaround
joke
for that.
about that shit. We're still paying.
There is a workaround for that. B2
Actually makes you
taxes.
wonder about all the children of Thomas Jefferson. I mean, they're descended from the president, but they're half white, that was the owner, and they're half black. Who was the slave? I mean, what the hell?
So,
Hold on, stupid questions. Did we Germans ever actually have
What's to
slaves?
do with that?
let's think about this for a while. Who the fuck cares that you're descended from Ben Franklin or whoever? I mean, it's kind of cool, but that shouldn't. It isn't a monarchy.
Oh man.
Well, I'm pretty sure Ben Franklin had a lot of kids, considering he was
Guys,
pretty popular with the ladies.
Somebody needs to write a fake article, about Indians culturally appropriating scalping.
Would you host it on
Root
Gamer for me?
That whole thing intersectionally affects their privilege, which would alter their place in the progressive stack, which is very important. That's the only thing that's important, not truth or anything else. Just where you are in the stack.
Shrek, don't forget, I also mentioned that they culturally appropriated alcohol, too. Because before Europeans came over, they didn't have any fire whiskey to get drunk over.
This is why I stick with vodka.
Wouldn't that same also go for smallpox?
And this also
course it
means, and this is also why I drink.
Smallpox.
Culturally appropriated smallpox. Well, their culture did appropriate a deadly disease, which did kill most of them, making that disease no longer relevant. Yeah, that's about right. I agree with that.
Well, there's something else to remember, too. If any of our culture gets adopted anywhere else in the world, that's cultural imperialism. That's something we did to them and harmed them. So there's that to consider, too.
On that note, by the way, have you guys read that article that apparently lesbians being lesbian is no sexist?
Okay.
What being gay is?
Being gay, not being gay. Is
Wait,
sexist
wait. So lesbians being homosexual is sexist?
Yes.
Towards who? Women?
Yes.
Yes, because they're.
I didn't read the article, but that's a
because
yes.
And now get this, they're objectifying women with the male gaze.
Yep.
Why are they bringing male homosexuals into this? Come on.
They are.
It was an article. It was an article about female homosexuals, but they gotta go and say, "Oh, the male gaze is horrible for."
Shrek, you got a link for this?
Hold on.
Internalized misogyny and patriarchy.
You know, there's a very fine line between the male gaze and the male gaze.
Hey, I'm confused. Are we still talking about male homosexuals, or are we talking about guys looking at things now? Because
yeah, I mean, think about it. Male gaze, male.
Oh
gaze.
my God! Here I got one.
yeah, that's what my pun was, Simon.
Enjoy.
Why are they bringing male homosexuals into it with the male gaze?
Something else that's important to consider here. You know how just recently in the last few years that lesbians and stuff and feminists started dyeing their hairs different colors? The problem with that is they appropriated that from the brony culture.
Did they?
Yeah, the bronies are still oppressed.
Yeah, I live in Oregon. Dyed
I
hair.
live in Oregon too.
Okay, let's face the facts.
Standard.
Let's face the facts. Anime has been doing the unnatural hair color since before their MLP became a big thing for guys.
Wait, so we culturally appropriated dyeing hair from the Japanese?
Yep, actually,
From
that's
Japanese cartoons.
No, they got it from punk rock. So.
They didn't dye their hair.
So at what point are we going to culturally appropriate tentacle porn?
No. What I want to know is
Shrek's already working on that.
Well, you know, I brought this up before, but they always cover
there's-
the mainstream stuff. They don't even seem to
No,
want
I
to
have a
talk about the
question.
porn games or the porn mods or
No,
the
I have a
tentacle
question.
porn.
There's already tentacle clop.
Who originally appropriated cultural appropriation?
Oh snap! You just went back there. Was it the chicken or the culturally appropriated egg? Actually,
Nah, but in
was
regards
it
to
the
tentacles, I
culturally
actually
appropriated
did at one point create a robotic tentacle for raping purposes.
I have created a feminist robot. Why?
That was the best cartoon
on
mock-up.
topic. One little thing going around. The person who GamerGate has long been about shaming women for anything other than lights out missionary position post marriage sexuality.
Most of us actually are into anal.
Yeah, because GamerGaters are totally the ones that keep telling women that they have to fucking what they have to do, and they shouldn't fucking show their cleavage because that's sexist, right?
No, I have an even better example. Why is one of our highest known members a porn star?
Oh, and apparently people did some research, and GamerGate is like 87% gay or
Homosexual.
bisexual. Yep.
That was pretty funny, though.
we are literally the gayest group on the internet.
Wait, I'm surrounded by a bunch
we
of
need some affirmative action for straight white males in this bitch.
There was a Facebook picture going around of it's just a picture of a poorly drawn white guy, and it says, "Hi, I'm a CIS normal heterosexual male. I enjoy doing this, this, and this." And it's sitting there. It's just kind of like an exact opposite for any of the people who said, "I'm a CIS or transgender third gender foxkin from the third dimension of fourth," stupid shit like that. And it just goes down a list of all the things that you would kind of hear the other side complain and bitch about being a heteronormative person.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean,
No, Shrek, you're beautiful.
What does Anita
I know.
Sarkeesian like? So
I'm
far,
fabulous.
all I've been hearing is what she doesn't like.
Alright, so what's
Okay,
this?
she likes money. She likes.
I brought this up. I brought up something
She
previously.
likes torturing her dog.
That's not Anita. One thing is, I think Anita actually believes the feminist rhetoric.
No, she doesn't. She's a con artist. It's pretty blatant.
But I also think she's very much a con artist.
Can I ask you?
These are not mutually exclusive things.
Who in this hangout originally backed Anita Sarkeesian?
I did.
I've never backed anybody on Kickstarter. I don't view it as a good idea.
I know.
Even the crickets are being quiet, Shrek.
I know that Leo Pirate. He said he had a video where he said that he had originally backed Anita, but I mean,
Yeah, one of his first videos
that's
he
also
did.
in the same video where he utterly deconstructs them in their recent for the last few months. So
I've only seen a few people pro GamerGate who backed her.
I know
Well,
someone.
her spiel
Hey,
was a quote-unquote good spiel. She just turned around and,
Hey, don't you appropriate Jewish culture?
No, she's Armenian. She's not Jewish.
No, spiel.
I Gewalt.
It's one of those kind of days.
The German telling someone not to appropriate Jewish culture.
Yeah, trust me, guys.
I did not see that coming.
Hard. Guys, don't.
You're muting yourself again, Simon.
So wait, I heard somebody earlier say they were from Oregon. Was that you, Dragon, or was that you, Lieutenant?
It's not me, so I don't know who was from Oregon.
I'm from Indiana.
I think Dragon was.
No, I'm from Indiana.
Who said they were from Oregon?
Let's play process of elimination.
And someone else.
I've never been to Oregon. The furthest west I've been is Wyoming.
I've been to Oregon. It's pretty cool.
I thought I heard somebody was from
You're
Oregon.
like really into like fucking like hippie culture, chilling out and smoking weed, then you'll love it.
Okay, time out. Where were you? Portland? you go 2 miles south of Portland, you're in a brand new place.
You know, I don't remember. It wasn't Portland, because Portland was like 2 hours west of where I was.
Oh, so you're over in you were 2 hours west. You were over in Central
familiar
Oregon
with
somewhere.
Eugene, Springfield, and that's
primarily in Oregon. There's three major cities that everybody kind of knows: Portland, Salem, and Eugene.
Isn't Eugene like a big weed smoking area?
It's a big hippie. It's a township.
Eugene is a weird mix of hippies and yuppies.
Yeah, I think Eugene might have been where I was at. I'm looking at pictures on the Google Images, and it has like this like area where you can get above the city.
Couldn't you say the same thing about San Francisco?
Yes.
Yeah, but they don't intermingle in Eugene.
I'm still going to maintain that you are.
You
gotta
keep
remember
muting yourself, dude.
San Francisco sourdough bread is just too valuable to lose it for a pack of.
You realize that nobody heard what you said.
Yeah, you muted yourself, Ross.
We cannot nuke San Francisco because the San Francisco sourdough bread is just too valuable to lose.
You know, the thing about San Francisco is it's a pretty alright place. It's just
if it wasn't for the people.
Yeah, well, you know, even some of the people there are not.
You know, to be fair, we thought the same thing about France.
Those dirty Frenchies. Like I've been to San Francisco multiple times, and it's, you know, like even the like gay pride things, which you would think were rampant with SJWs, like a lot of people are there just like, hey, I just want to drink alcohol and chill. It's very similar to Japan, the way that they throw festivals, and like everybody just wants to get drunk and just kind of have fun in the streets. So
there was
it's just unfortunately an SJW hive at the same time. So.
Yeah, and the GG meetup in Portland, I ran into someone else from Eugene, and he was saying, there's SJWs everywhere. It's like, dude, you haven't talked to them. They're hippies and punks and all that jazz. Just because they have brightly colored hair does not mean they're an SJW.
You went to the Lucky Lab, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't get a chance to go. I was busy that night.
Yeah, I heard there is a number of people who couldn't make it. So.
I gotta go to a GamerGate meetup, and I will give all you fuckers a hug.
You can come to GG in Germany.
I'm staying right here. It's been a fun, wild ride just watching the West implode on itself with political correctness and just going, haha, we won't have to worry about that shit for at least another.
Come on, like that's the only thing that's trying to implode U.S. culture and a fair number of Western culture.
Yeah, guess what?
I could probably come up with 4 or 5 things.
All I've been doing is sitting over here and having a good chuckle. Because none of this shit affects me directly. Not yet, anyway.
You think?
I'm positive. There's no SJW.
Well, actually, on the business side of things, it does have unfortunate effects. Of course, a lot of, again, Western European society is doing the same thing, so you can't really just put the blame purely on the U.S.
No, we can't put the blame purely on the U.S.
Well, it's because we can't do anything about it. So it's easier to blame somebody who can't do anything about it.
But yeah, social justice, this actually surprised me. I was looking forward to other things destroying society. This one, not so much. It wasn't on my radar.
You know, it's like the game Metal Gear Solid 2, where they talk about the world not ending in a bang, but in a whimper.
You do realize that some people have said that Kojima was trying to warn us about social justice with that.
Some people also said that he was trying to warn us about George Bush and the Patriot Act. You could really just like take any sort of like anonymous Illuminati-esque sort of organization and say that's the Patriots. I mean, it's so ambiguous.
So wait, you're trying to tell us that Kojima's part of the Illuminati?
No, I'm saying that he's part of the anti-Illuminati.
That's what
He was part of the group that shot. He was a part of the group that wanted to shoot Kennedy.
We all know that it was the Republicans that shot Kennedy.
Kojima himself shot Kennedy with a time machine in order to prevent Kennedy's rise.
Wait, are you telling me that's where the GamerGate time machine is right now?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, did you hear? GamerGate is... Did you guys hear GamerGate is responsible for Sucker Punch doing bad at the box office?
Well, Shrek, I have to remind you that the GamerGate time machine goes way back to the dawn of humanity, thanks to Jordy Tate, was saying that GamerGate is responsible for every single atrocity against women ever since the history of our species.
Right.
Well, you know, speaking of movies, GamerGate is also apparently what the movie Pixels is supposed to be going to, if I recall correctly, if I was reading.
It's our fault for that movie, and that movie was sexist and misogynistic. Except for it was Adam
Sandler movies.
Even though it's a movie that seems like it's appealing to like the movie Bob assholes with only focusing on Mario and Donkey Kong-esque games from like the late 80s. But, you know.
Yeah, those are the only true games, remember? When you're that old, those are the only true games. None of these Call of Duties and...
Okay, I can't believe I'm going poll here, but since Adam Sandler is Jewish, does that mean that the Jews did it?
Oh, snap.
Yes.
You never go full Paul, man. Never. Oh my god. By the way, guys. Did you guys hear I'm an evil harasser? I harassed somebody out of GamerGate.
Yes. Which one was this again?
Oh, I remember that.
He left a manifesto.
Oh god.
Who did?
Are you talking Endomorph?
No.
Okay.
Better.
No,
this is hold on. This is a guy that makes Endo look sane.
You talking about Gorian?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that on the stream the other day. Thydrin actually was moderately kind of not really defending the guy, but just saying like a couple people were attacking him in an SJW manner.
This is the guy that I supposedly harassed out of GG.
And from the sound of it, he believed the media narrative and decided to join GamerGate because of what the media said about us.
I'm just going to make one quote from this because
you know what? I'm kind of surprised that it's
the actual Nazi.
It only happened right now.
Oh, it gets better. Read further. You know, like I'm gonna quote this. Hold on, let me find it.
Master. Oh God, classic Twitter avatar.
Okay, get this. I quote, the other part of me is Gorean. I view women as property. In fact, to be more frank, I see women as one small step above niggers and one step below animals. They're one step above niggers because, unlike niggers, I can find some use for a woman, and they're one step below animals because I'd never beat a pure animal.
Hey, Shrek, don't forget the bottom paragraph, which goes really hand in hand with what you just said.
Go ahead.
I'll pull it up. Hang on.
I will never support your industry again.
What is this? Because the last thing I want my daughter doing is becoming like you pieces of fucking shit.
Yeah.
So basically, hold on. And the best part is, after this, he decided he was going to, hurt GamerGate by posting messages constantly about how GamerGate refuses the help of white warriors and white supremacists and supports white genocide.
Wow.
Hmm.
There goes our PR, man. How will Paul ever forgive us?
This guy is either a troll or a genuine nutcase, and I could care less either way.
You know how it's going to be spun by the social justice warriors.
Wait. We should also point out the dude's a cop.
Yeah, in Texas.
White power.
Fuck you, Texas, and your Lone Star beer.
And no race, we will not hold it against you.
Gamergate's so bad that even the Nazis can't stand to be with him.
Yeah, we're too extreme for ISIS, too extreme for the Nazis. Like shit, man. This roller coaster never ends.
Oh yeah, and especially
It actually reminds me of something.
What I also like the part is where he says that GamerGate needs a leader like Hitler.
So like what? We have to. So what's the plan? We elect Sargon to become the leader, and then he goes into a bunker and shoot himself.
Hashtag not your Führer.
Yes,
that is beautiful.
We should trend that right now. I think that should be something we should all jump on and trend right now.
We need to do this. Yes.
Hashtag not your Führer. Just because we want pure gamers doesn't mean we hate everybody.
Yeah, it just means that you have to bring us Mountain Dews every once in a while and be useful, you damn dirty cockies.
We're hashtag not your Führer, looking for the pure white race of neckbeards to lounge in their man caves and harass women all day. Sign up inquiries inside.
By the way,
just put PC Master Race.
I am actually thoroughly convinced that SJWs are worse than Nazis in many respects. Because of the simple example of another simple example that Dr. Randomer Cam brought up, that's when you have a racist grandmother, you have to handle her, like you're sitting at the table and she's bitching about all the niggers and you're just like, yes, whatever, grandma. Now imagine a scenario where she's sitting across grandpa, who's black. Yeah, this is why SJWs are in my opinion far worse.
Wait, you did?
The Nazis just.
Here's what you do with the racist old grandma. You take her out behind the shed, you put a shotgun behind her head, and you pull the trigger. Old Yeller style.
Yeah, but Old Yeller was actually.
You know what? Let's give credit to Germany. Germany went from really crappy to a social rise during that time period, Positive things were happening. Social justice? No way.
Well, that's not true, though.
You know what? Do you know why Germany
was that they were the pure race,
has been soaring during the rise of Hitler? Because Hitler employed a very complex economic strategy called "Don't pay your fucking debts." I know it's far beyond.
But in all fairness, hold on. In all fairness, it worked a lot better for him than it does for America right now.
Okay, let's put it this way. Hitler's strategy was clearly don't pay. We shouldn't pay our debts. We should blame it on the Jews.
Yeah. Yes, because the Jews created the debts.
But
who knew that if you weren't?
Yes, it's the Jews' fault that Germany lost World War I. Sure.
No, it's like, dude, it's like, I know that it must seem crazy to think that when a country is mounted with insurmountable debts they're paying back to multiple countries, that, there's nothing you can do about that. But Hitler found a way. Just not paying that money to those countries apparently helped the budget. I mean, this is some crazy... I'm not a fucking economist, but this just blew my mind.
I'm not even going to argue that. The big thing is that isn't the only thing they did for the country at that point in time. But yeah.
No, that is precisely the only thing that they did to make other changes. Because when you have money, suddenly you can create jobs. When you have creating jobs, suddenly people have money, and when people suddenly have money, they can finally eat.
So, in other words, you're basically saying...
They were just making money and not paying any of it to the other countries, and instead pouring it back into the.
So you're basically saying America needs new Jews.
I don't. Well, the whole reason this thing worked is because Britain, France, and the Russian Empire were kind of a bit not eager to get into another war. Do you really think that a country with overpopulation the magnitudes of China is going to have any qualms at throwing billions of soldiers at you?
China's never had qualms with that.
They just never pay their debts.
I mean, shit. If you actually didn't pay your debts and decided to go into war over this, China would be like, God, finally, we can handle it. We can handle this overpopulation problem now.
I heard somebody taking a hit. Who's hitting?
He's blowing bubbles in his milk. Stay in school, kids.
The highest milkshake I've ever had.
Well, one thing I don't know enough about the military technology levels of various countries, though. U.S. has some crazy shit, but I don't know how the rest of the world is doing on the crazy shit front.
No, you don't defeat the United. You know what enemy will ultimately bring down the United States?
The United States.
Yeah, exactly.
The fact that every empire crumbles eventually.
No. What will bring down the United States is the United States.
Yep. We're turning ourselves into a socialist country.
It's not just that.
You don't even know what a socialist is.
Every
I'm being a smartass, thank you.
Of the U.S. is turning in on itself.
If you really think that this is socialism, you, my friend, are very delusional.
No, I don't think it's socialism. I just threw out a word there. It's not socialism.
But every aspect, how about that? Every aspect is becoming such a mess. It doesn't matter what you believe. Trying to champion the U.S. basically means you're championing some corrupt system that's going to self-implode and destroy things.
Yeah, you mogę. Yeah, how about just calling them retards? Is that a problem? Any objections?
Nope.
Who, the U.S.?
But hey, hold on. Can you rant
That's just mean to people that are actually mentally disabled.
Yeah. Well, are you going to actually argue that Randy Harper is not mentally handicapped?
Hold on. Can you?
No, I wouldn't.
She has some level of social skills to her. I mean,
would you mind ranting about Marx for a bit? That's always entertaining.
Do I have to?
I think Randy Harper moved to Portland anyway because she couldn't find anybody else to listen to her, so she had to move somewhere where everybody is all think-boxed already, hot-boxed.
There's some aspect of that in Portland, but I'm pretty sure there's areas where you're not going to get any traction either. Hippies are strange.
Hey, LT,
people.
you're whipping on the mic there, buddy.
He's looking at incest porn on Skype.
Is it at least good?
Wait, isn't Patient into incest amputee porn now?
I know. I think
he added something to his fetish list.
Something, you say? What is this something?
Oh god. Oh.
I did read through that. I did read through that twit longer. It's pretty funny that it's a whole piece of bitch. I couldn't co-op something that to help me in my goals. We're not your personal army, friend.
What's really sad is it looks like the guy decided to join GamerGate based off of the media narrative.
That was your point, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of
like a bunch of white supremacist, misogynistic shitlords.
I'm actually kind of surprised it only happened now, not sooner.
Wait, so that should be plus side propaganda for us, shouldn't it? we're so white powered misogynistic that
Do you really think the
saying,
media's gonna report that neo-Nazis said that we're not actually about all of
Oh
this?
no! Of course not. No, we
No,
need
I'll-
to turn it into propaganda. Remember, we turn it into our own pretty shiny propaganda.
Well, here's the thing. The people that would normally hear this stuff and go, oh, hey, I'm all for this, don't listen to this JW bullshit in the first place.
Sarge, your notifications are a bit loud.
I think we lost Surge.
No,
Just have the
I'm there.
notifications.
I'll put a mute on him until he comes back. There we go. I don't mean to
He's
be mean
there,
or good
it's
to
just-
him, but those whoops are a little annoying.
It's just Skype.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. So,
How about them Bears?
are you culturally
Who?
appropriating bears now? You bastard.
No, I'm culturally appropriating a joke from the
Those aren't pillows.
late 80s, early 90s.
I prefer
Yes.
the Redskins myself.
Those didn't happen. Quit trying to gaslight me.
Oh god. That reminds me. Like, the most recent season of South Park seemed to early on be taking the wind out of the SJWs. Because they had the whole crowdfunding episode, which makes fun of crowdfunding and makes fun of how everybody's suddenly deciding to be offended about the Washington Redskins. And then you have the Sissy episode.
Go fund yourself.
Yeah, the first episode was Go Fund Yourself. Then you had the Sissy, which was fucking hilarious. And Wendy was just perfect in that episode. You're not transgender. Well, you are. I could say whatever I want. I can say I'm whatever I want to be, just like you're doing, Cartman. No, you're not. You're goddamn cisgender. God damn it. Good. So yeah, that's just.
How many people are in here?
Right now we got 8 people or 9 people. There's room for one more.
We only got 8 people watching, so.
I think it's all of us.
I'm not one of the people watching right now. I had to close
We
the
got one
tab.
person.
Me either, so that means there's at least one person watching.
I think it's CZ Zeitgeist. She's the only one who's posting in here.
You know, you can join us in the Hangout. Just
Click on
saying.
the button down there. Join us. Spread your rhetoric.
This has
with us.
obviously done wonders for my reach towards people.
Yeah, you've reached
I
a
can
whole
feel the
5
influence.
more people.
What was our largest viewership ever during all this shit anyway? Like 40 something.
12? 13.
Today, about 15. The best numbers of all time, I think, are in the hundreds. Back when Shrek was doing the Off Game and Forward streams.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess the Gamer Forward ones were actually quite a bit more popular than Open Houses.
Because they're giving away free
Yeah,
shit,
who
right?
knew that free shit attracts people?
We were giving
Yeah,
away.
who would've thought?
Shrek was giving away free games. We were all bullshitting and.
Come
And
to
just-
think of it, how many fucking
We got a game,
keys do
guys,
we
so
still
that-
have in that pool anyway?
Go to upgameitforward.org.
With numbers like that, turn off that pesky ad block.
That video made me whitelist IA.
What the-
To this day, IA is the only whitelisted YouTube channel on AdBlock for me.
What about
Oh. Oh,
Oh.
404 page not found. And then I click pick game and it says 404 page not found.
Yes, that's because currently the site is incomplete because, you know, I need a coder.
I
Oh, there
think
we go, right there.
I think the more recent count, the more recent count of keys would be what, 700 still?
534. It says there on the front page.
534.
Giving away 1,600 games for free.
Well, the thing is, like right towards the end when Shrek had to stop with everything, there were a lot of there was someone actually trying to spam donate a bunch of fraudulent keys.
Yep.
Oh man.
Hey, the pool actually went down because the last time I heard it was like 700 something.
But yeah, it was at last I knew it was in the 700s, but and then it went up to like in the thousands because of the person spamming the fraudulent keys. So
no, we actually managed to hit 1,000 without the person.
Oh, okay.
Still fucking proud of what we did there. That was pretty damn good. Make me happy.
You did some very good stuff, to be honest. Hey, let's give away a bunch of free shit. This is a pretty good idea.
And everybody went on board with it too. That was so cool about it.
As a matter of fact, Op Game It Forward is sort of the reason why I started joining the streams, because someone nominated me for it, and I can't. Was it? I started. Wait, did I first join the streams before or after I got nominated?
I have no idea.
I can't remember.
I remember when I started in the streams, it was the day after the 70-hour freaking stream. It's like, God damn it, I might as well.
I think we're gonna have to break that record. What do you guys think? How about we do it at the GamerGate 1 year anniversary?
We pretty much it was just off the air. I mean, how long have we ran Hangouts? 130 hours, 140?
One of the more recent Hangouts, the call was going for 444 hours.
Ouch.
If we could just broadcast that and actually save the file.
Yeah, I think that's not gonna happen. YouTube hates us.
How long would that be? How many days would that be?
But you know what the best part about this is? At some point in time, some poor motherfucker is gonna have to go through that shit.
Something like 16, maybe
6 days. 6 days.
Also,
Can you
I could
imagine
hear you
the
on-
NSA?
No, it wouldn't be 6 days.
18
dude.
days.
I was gonna
18 and a half days.
It'd be closer to 16, 18. Because
I could,
every 4 days would almost be 100 hours.
I thought you said 180 some hours.
No, we're talking about the one that Shin mentioned that was 400 something.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't wait. It couldn't have been going for that long, but I remember seeing like my when I got on Google Plus on my phone, it said 444 hours, which doesn't make any sense.
Well,
I know it was going for at least 5. It was going for
2.5
at least a week straight. Or I think we were pushing like 6 or 7 days straight without the call dying.
Yeah.
So I guess my phone was just glitchy when I read it, but yeah. No, but I do know we were pushing about 6 days straight without the call dying. So
Somebody said something about pizza in the chat.
Oh no!
Oh, fuck no!
Don't
Fuck.
bring up pizza.
Hey, Shrek.
Yeah.
What do you
No!
think?
God damn you!
All in favor of muting and booting? Aye.
Where? I'm not. I can't find the reference. Who said that?
Who said what?
Pizza.
Somebody's having pizza in the chat.
James.
Okay, are you having?
Game.
What kind of pizza are you having?
Oh no.
Oh God, why?
So fucked.
I think he left
They
to have
left to have pizza.
As long as it's pizza.
I thought we agreed.
Shit.
If you're
Zeitgeist, bad Zeitgeist. No, don't say that.
Nope. So much, nope.
Fuck you, Dash. And fuck you, Zeitgeist. But that's not what I'm talking about.
Dash out there trolling.
Hey, Shrek.
Now, is this literally a pizza, or is it just like pineapple? Because pineapple pizza is a little misleading.
I actually made an infographic for that. Hold on. I'm not even kidding. I actually made one. Hold on. Why pineapple pizza is bad.
Because
So,
pineapple
I
doesn't
shouldn't do
belong
a
on a
carb
fucking
free
pizza.
Guide says he's eating vegetable pizza right now.
No. Is it pizza or is it American pizza?
Oh, that's
Here, this is my pineapple pizza infographic.
Chicago style, damn you. Pizza plus pineapple, drug addiction. Wait, what? Are you sure about that?
Like, I didn't know pineapple pizza was so problematic.
I find it weird that you had to slip Hitler into your infograph somewhere.
Shrek, I'm confused here. I'm pretty sure you don't think sodomy is such a bad thing, so why is that on the list?
Yeah, he's got a point. The first three kind of fit with things that you know rather.
It's a cautionary tale.
Yes.
Hey, Shrek, Lisa wants to try and come in.
Well,
I can send her a link.
It's in the video description.
Well, there's 10 of us in here.
Oh.
There is?
No, there's 9 of us.
There's 9 of us in here.
Ah, okay, yeah, mine's taking up 2 spaces here. Never mind.
Yeah, we're taking up 2 spaces on our own.
It's fine. I can probably drop out at any point.
No, there's 9 people. Count the number of pictures.
Count?
I count
That's
12.
pretty good.
That can't be right.
There's me, Ling Ling, a crowbar, a Polish dwarf, Dracula, a military guy, something that looks like a pregnancy test, Max Headroom, and a pug. That's 9.
There's a pug. It's a pug. It's Doug.
Pick up group.
What the fuck, a pug?
I didn't choose the pug life. The pug life chose me.
I bought my girlfriend that shirt. She really enjoyed that.
I always wanted a pug.
So,
You just can't
Don't say
afford it.
anything, dude.
And I always wanted to rule a small South American country with an iron fist.
Stop being
You know,
so...
I hear Hitler may be doing that.
Yeah, down in South
No,
America.
that's the resurrected clone zombie Hitler. It's an extended family.
Is Parador still available?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, first he asked for somebody to come in.
Click that link.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
God damn it.
Wrong link.
I have wondered if it was feasible or not to try and form an army and conquer South America.
Is there a light bulb in a candle?
Yes!
Actually, they did that during the 80s. Except for they decided to install their own drug dealers there, so...
Well, yeah, no, I mean for actually making a new country, not, you know.
There's that island in the middle of the river over there in somewhere in Eastern Europe.
I want to rule the world. Can we
Get in the
Solve
fucking
Everybody wants
line.
to rule the world.
Well, you know, I thought South America might be kind of feasible.
I'd be pretty good at ruling the world, though. 'cause,
Okay,
you know,
I gotta-
everybody could
Go
just
ahead,
do
Kate.
what they want to do.
Are you American?
Maybe.
Well, then you're already 50% qualified.
See? And you know how I would rule the world? It's very simple. I'm a great leader. It's called delegate.
I'm actually a
That
really
sounds
good
like it
debater.
deserves a
I'm
hashtag.
actually a masturbator.
Wait. I hear that's how Randy Harper does a good amount of her work.
Yeah.
You know who also was very good at delegate?
No, who?
Stalin. Beria.
It seems more like Stalin wanted to be hands-on.
No. You don't even get that joke. Beria was the head of the KGB. That's the guy that did all the work. Stalin just fucking... Stalin was a fucking pencil pusher. All he did was sign the fucking orders.
I don't even want to do that. I just want to be declared the ruler of the world and then just kind of disappear.
Declared the Riddler?
What's the fucking point?
Gee, okay, you're leader of the whole Americas. You're the leader. We'll just give you go print up the paper and we're done.
Okay, so I'm gonna write one law and then I'm out.
Ah, you didn't say anything about that.
Well, the one law is my pension. What? You didn't think I was going to be the ruler of the world for free, did you? All the pay, none of the work. That's what I want.
Patreon.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Problem is I don't have tits.
Well, there you go.
You need to eat more.
The dragons.
You've learned what you need to fix.
NPC.
Just eat more unless you want to do the whole sloppy hormone replacement thing.
Plastic surgery.
Where are they?
I know a guy who got implants on a bet.
Yeah, do they look good?
Not really.
Oh, well, that sucks.
He did win that bet, though.
Yes, Dash, you can add pickles to the fucking pizza.
Wait, why would you add pickles to a pizza? Wait, what?
Actually, dill ones are.
He's Israeli. Don't question it. Just go with it.
Actually, dill ones aren't super horrible. They're kind of like the banana peppers.
Meat, man. Pizza needs
And
meat.
why
meat.
is Dash just trolling the chat?
Because that's what he does.
Such a
If only Water, Fire, One were in the chat, then they could troll Palmer.
Alright, since it looks like my headset is about to die, you guys want me to leave this thing running for a bit, or should we bring it to a close?
It's getting pretty low on conversation. I was thinking about ditching soon.
Alright, then I think...
I can go back to Skyrim.
I hope you have the horse rape mod installed.
I don't think so.
You're missing out. Anyways, it's been a pleasure with everybody. For this, I'm going to bring the...
That is a real mod, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Just shit people will make.
Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea if, as long as you haven't gotten pregnant from the horse yet.
Well,
Is it plain horse rape or is it clop horse rape?
Shrek, I'm gonna go ahead and head off to one of the other hangout calls if there's one going on, because well,
We're gonna
those aren't exactly public.
we're gonna be closing this one. It's been a pleasure, everybody. This has been the open house. Since Robin was absent, I was taking over, so you know who to blame. Him.
Wow, everybody likes to make Robin a scapegoat these days.
Just going with the flow. So, thanks everybody for watching, and good fight, good night.